Hey guys, welcome back to another monthly makeup basket. Today I'm going to be showing you everything that's going to be in here for the month of February, some new products, some products that I liked last month that I want to keep using, along with just some classics in here, and I will link my last monthly makeup basket below along with the get ready with me using some of those products. Let me know if you'd like me to do that again and what you would like further reviews on, but let's get started. Okay, so up on top we have some skincare and setting sprays. So I'm going to start with the skincare. Lots of new skincare right now. First is something for the body. This is from L'Occitane. I absolutely love all of their body products. The shower oil is such a classic, so I have really high hopes for this. Comes in a beautiful glass jar as well. Also have some new nails for the month if you're curious. This is what we're going with. It's kind of like tuxedo vibes. Then I've seen really great things about this new lip balm or lip treatment from Ole Henriksen. It's the Pout Pressed Peptide lip treatment. It has cocoa butter, acai, peptides, lots of good stuff in there. And then they also launched this Hydra Barrier Nourishing Face Oil, which is part of the Strength Trainer kind of line. And I talked about the moisturizer from this. Am I even filming? Yes, I am. I talked about the moisturizer from this collection in my most recent favorites for moisturizers, so I will link that down below as well, but I have really high hopes for this. Then this sounds very interesting. This is a new brand, I'm pretty sure, and new to Walmart in Canada, at least in the last year or so is when I say new. But this is from Skin Proud, and I was so curious about this because this is a gel to ice hydrator. Does that even mean? But I think it's gonna have an interesting texture. Oh, already feels really cold. I just touched it a little bit there, so I think I'll do a little Instagram reel and kind of have a, well, not gonna be complete first impression because I just made a whole mess, but let's feel. Oh yeah, nice cool texture. Now this is a cult classic that has been kind of reimagined, which I think is super cool. It's the Clinique Take the Day Off, which is a very, very famous cleansing balm, such a good one, but this one, whew, look at that, with charcoal. So it's supposed to be meant for like oily, more acne prone skin types. While the original is obviously good for everybody, this is just a new option, which I think is cool. Such a good one from them. So it's nice to see sort of an updated version. And then this is from the brand James Read. I was actually sent this like 2 summers ago. I'm sure I haven't opened it, but this is the Glow 2.0 Facial Tan Serum, and it is, you know, February / about to be February, depending on when you're seeing this, and I need some color in my skin. Some more, please. Then lots of new serums out. This one really got me excited, just partially that like orangey packaging I think is so beautiful. But what's interesting about this is it's a vitamin C serum. It's meant for brightening, but it's for night, and historically vitamin C best used during the day. This is the Confidence in Your Beauty Sleep Serum, plump and radiance. Really, really love IT Cosmetics, so I have high hopes for that. And then this is one, can be used at any time, the Bounce Boosting Serum. This is from First Aid Beauty with collagen and peptides in there. I love peptides for my skin. And then this, I'm excited to try. I have a lot of breakouts right now. So this is from Peachy. It is their Clarity Tonic. It says it's salicylic acid probiotics clarifying toner. But something to keep in mind, I looked on the back here, yes, you have salicylic acid, but you also have glycolic acid, and you have lactic acid in there too. There's aloe, there's glycerin, so it's kind of a bit of an interesting, like I feel like they're not selling it well enough in that it has your AHAs, it's got your BHAs in there, some hydrators, so it sounds good. Like, I'm no chemist, but I like the sounds of what's going on in there. And then if you saw recently on my Instagram or my TikTok, I was talking about how I went to go find Urban Decay All-Nighter at Shoppers Drug Mart, and they now have gotten rid of a lot of their Urban Decay displays in store. They still sell it online, but it has been replaced by Drunk Elephant. But Urban Decay saw that video, sent me another all-nighter. Oopsie, kicked the camera, which I really, really appreciate. And then also wanted to put a good drugstore option in here. So the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. And then just to be used throughout the makeup process is the MAC Fix Plus, which I love. So here is drawer number 1. This is foundations, primers, etc. If you saw in my recent Get Ready With Me, I used this new Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. and I really liked it, really grippy. And then I've been wearing a lot of the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I either wear 5 or 4.5, just depends. And I've been mixing it or doing like a little bit of Halo, or sorry, a little bit of Hollywood, a little bit of Halo, and the combination is beautiful. So definitely going to be keeping this in the box. I think it was actually in here last month. Oh, also, I got a lot of questions about this container in my last monthly makeup basket. This company does not seem to exist anymore. It's from a brand called Posh Organizers. I really like their stuff, but luckily acrylic organizers are kind of easier to get your hands on nowadays. I picked this up at Walmart because I was intrigued, and I have to say, I did an Instagram reel on it. I'll link it down below. The finish was beautiful, beautiful, very affordable. Looks like a decent shade range here from Hard Candy, the Sheerly Me Tinted Moisturizer, so stay tuned. I will definitely do a review on that. And then I reviewed this last month and really just was so blown away by it. So impressed, and have really been loving this foundation from Makeup by Mario. I do have to test out though, because I kind of made a mistake. There are coconut alkalines in here, which have historically been a little bit acne causing in people. I generally am not broken out by this kind of thing, but I did start using this the same time I started drinking Premier Protein again, which also gives people breakouts, and now I have a big breakout. So I'm in the middle now trying to determine if it was this or Premier Protein. I love them both, but I don't know, so stay tuned. Then for concealer, one that I use all the time is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin, so that's going to be in here. And then I picked this up at Sephora recently. Great price, $19, the best skin ever, full coverage multi-use concealer. I grabbed this in 25N. And then I also want to review this. I bought it a little while back. It's the Westman Atelier, what do they call this? Vital Skin Complexion Drops. There's SPF in here, very high-end brand. So I wanted to test that out. So far, like, I've liked some Westman Atelier. I haven't loved it. Not incredible shade ranges either, so. This drawer looks super sad, but it is what it is. I've got both of these liners in here that I had in here last month, Roller Liner and their Real Extreme Precision Liner, two of my favorites, what I reach for. The Rimmel Wunder'luxe Volume. I love Rimmel mascaras, and this is a great one. Then some other mascaras I love. I also think Clarins makes great mascaras. This is the Wonder Perfect 4D. And then I also have the Rare Beauty mascara in here, which I like, except for the packaging because it gets so messy. Then I also picked up, when I grabbed the Hard Candy Tinted Moisturizer, I picked up this brow gel. So far, not loving it and not surprised. But I have been really enjoying this Fluff Up Brow Wax from Benefit, which I had high hopes for, and it is totally competing with my 24-Hour Brow Setter. Bit of a different look in terms of the finished brow look, but same hold that I know and love for Benefit to be able to give to me. So enjoying that. This drawer is fun. It's got some powders, some creams in here. First for powders, I grabbed the Shiseido one for under my eyes. It's the Synchro Skin Invisible Silk in Radiant. They also have one that comes in matte, but I figured I would try that under my eyes. Then I have the Rimmel Kind and Free powder. This is in the shade Medium. I've been playing around with that and liking it. I really do like Rimmel's powders. I think they make some of the best at the drugstore. And then this is one of these Sephora Microsmooth powders in Tan. A really lightweight, soft, smooth powder. And for creams, I've got some cream things I'm going to use like as cream bronzers. So this is the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 in Medium Deep. I haven't tried one of the shades that I can use all over my face, but I have liked this as a cream bronzer. Very easy, almost like adding like a tan to your skin. And then if you missed it on Instagram or TikTok, I did compare the Luminous Putty Bronzer to the original e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, so I will link that down below, but this is new from them, and it's the Putty Bronzer essentially, but just with some luminosity. So I talk about this in my review if it's worth it or not. And then I have the Rare Beauty highlighter. People months ago were mixing this in with cream blush, and I want to see what it looks like in Outshine. Then I thought I'd grab this Armani blush. I just think the color is so nice. That one is in the shade 30. This is when they came out that kind of nude collection. It's very coral orangey. And then I have to say I did kind of enjoy Kylie Jenner's blushes. So this is in the shade Feelings Natural. Or Neutral? Neutral, sorry. And these were really pretty on the skin, gave a nice little glow, lasted really well, so. Then down here, this drawer looks nice and warm and toasty. I have a new bronzer that Kokie Cosmetics sent me. I believe they are only available in the US at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken, but this is one of their new bronzers. Really pretty, kind of reminds me of the Tarte ones. The packaging's a little bit big, but this is in the shade Heatwave. And then the other bronzer I grabbed is from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Tan. I love this one, classic. I kept the Rare Beauty highlighter in here. This is in the shade Flaunt, and I've been wearing this a lot. Really beautiful. My issue with it is the shade range. This is the deepest shade and it's not deep enough. So hopefully. I have a TikTok that, you know, is about to hit, I think, like maybe 120, 130,000 views where I'm talking about that. So maybe somebody from their team will see that and we'll get some answers. But this is the Sephora Golden Hour Aurora highlighter, kind of a duo pan. I picked this up a little while back and haven't played a ton with it. And then, sorry, who is this? Not Sephora. Kokie sent me their Soft Glow highlighters. These are interesting shades. Let me show you all the shades of these. To me, they almost look like they're kind of gray undertones. Like, like, this one to me looks like, not even that it looks like, obviously it's like these are too fair for my skin tone, but the undertones of them to me look very, very odd. But this one I thought would either make a nice highlighter, or perhaps it might be like a blush topper vibe for me, really coppery and very reflective and soft. I think I used this in my most recent Get Ready With Me, but I had it in my blush drawer, so I knew that I wanted to use it as a blush. Although it is a Quo Bronzer in Natural Tan, it actually makes a beautiful matte blush. Really, really pretty. Kind of reminds me of like a little bit deeper version of MAC Copper Tone. And then speaking of MAC, this is Pinch Me, which I believe has been discontinued, which is so funny. It was like such a popular shade. I only came around to it in the past couple of years, but I really love that. And then also from Mented, I don't know what happened because I haven't like, I mean, I used it quite a bit. Like I used it a bit, but not, I'm a little sad that it's, I mean, I'm also not that careful with my makeup, but this is one of their blushes. Such a pretty one because it has, I don't know if you can see, there's like shimmer in there as well. And this one is in the shade Peach for the Stars. Okay, let's talk about my lipstick drawer. This is probably my favorite because I kind of am purposeful in what I'm picking up, but then also when I see them swatched on my arms, I'm like, oh, I went very peachy. Not a lot of dark shades in here this month, but this one I grabbed for it from Covergirl. It's in the shade Trending. It's one of their demi mattes, and I have to say these Covergirl lipsticks are so good. Such a pretty shade here, and I have never really paid it any attention. Up next is this beautiful kind of red orange from Lisa Eldridge, but I'm annoyed because, okay, this one is in the shade Velvet Dragon. Try and show you this. It's one of the most beautiful, yeah, exactly. Ah! I'm so annoyed. Like, I know I can like melt it back together and blah, 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 but it's like, again, I've maybe taken this lipstick out of the house once. I was just trying to show you the beautiful like velvet. You're done. Then next, this one here, this beautiful coral right here is from Hermes. I picked up some Hermes makeup a little while back. Coral Flamingo, absolutely stunning, beautiful. The Lisa Eldridge packaging is beautiful too, that's why I'm disappointed. This as well has the magnetic. Then the next is a Maybelline Superstay Vinyl right here in the shade Peachy. I love these so much. They wear really well on my lips, and they just launched some more nude shades, so I'm so excited to try those. Then right here we have from Selena Gomez's line from Rare Beauty, we have Elevate. I've tried a lot of these, or no, not a lot actually. I think I've tried 3 or 4 of these lipsticks from her, and I've liked 3 of 4. The only one I didn't like was a deep shade that got quite patchy on me. Then this is one of my most worn lipsticks. It is the Covergirl lipstick, one of their liquid lipsticks in Coral Chronicles. I mix it with so many different lipsticks, put it in the center of my lips. I did an NYX order, not e.l.f., for the new foundation and picked up a couple of different things. So I also wanted to try one of the new shades of lip liners. This one is in Magic Maker. I thought it might be similar to ColourPop BFF3. I'm thinking it's a little more rosy, a little less brown, but I'll have to try it on my lips. And then the next thing I also got is something new from NYX right here. This very bright kind of orange shade in Pushin' Cushion. So these are their new Smooth Whip Matte Lip Creams. Also from Lisa Eldridge, I grabbed her gloss because this is the type of gloss that I like to wear over nude lipstick looks to add a little bit of warmth and go lightly. Really pretty gloss. And then the last 2 that I have right here on my wrist are actually these Petal Soft lip creams from Laura Mercier. The first one is in the shade Adele, and then this one is Ophelia. Ophélie? I don't know. It's probably a beautiful French name that I'm butchering, but I really have kind of grown to love these. So Which one is catching your eye? Last but not least down here, when I was at Sephora recently, my friend and I were looking at the Natasha Denona palettes, and I was thinking about that original palette she had launched that had these shades in it essentially, but it was like $130 something. I didn't buy that, but I bought this from ColourPop. It's the Cute AF palette. Very well loved, very messy, but a great palette since discontinued from them. Same can be said for this. This was one of my favorite palettes from Urban Decay, the Born to Run. I just think it has such a great selection of shades, great colorful looks, warm, cool, shimmer, matte, brown, cream, everything. I would love that. I think that should have been a permanent palette in my opinion. And then I have to keep this in here. This is probably going to be in most of my monthly makeup baskets for a while. The Laura Mercier Ultra Blur in Translucent Honey. I love this for my under eyes. But that is everything that is in my monthly makeup basket this month. Let me know down below what you'd like to see more of. And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SamanthaJNYT. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!